What's going on, guys? Hope you're all well, and hope you're having a great Christmas so far. So, Christmas Eve, going into Christmas Day, got a few new updates to tell you about, and we're going to be joined by Ryan in a bit. He's just sorting out his laptop, but we're going to get into it straight after this intro. So welcome back, guys. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great Christmas so far. Ryan's having a few technical difficulties. I know he's trying to get back in the stream. If you are new to my channel, and big up to the new subscriber I had last night. Really appreciate it, guys. It's growing every day, so I really appreciate that. I'm just going to let Ryan into chat now. Ryan, can you hear me, mate? How's it going, mate? All right?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
Apart from Arsenal fucking killing me, mate. Yeah, I'm all right. Mate, tell the viewers who don't know you where they can find you, mate, before we start off.
Hi, everyone. Hello, Ross fans, Arsenal Ross fans. I'm Ryan Williams, AFC, of course. My YouTube channel is there, Ryan Williams, AFC. And, of course, you can hit me up on Twitter at RJ Wills. I'll keep it very brief and very honest. If you don't like my comments, if you do, hit me up, guys.
Cool, man. So I hope you're having a great Christmas so far, mate. We're going to get into a few topics. Obviously, we've got the Chelsea game coming up on Boxing Day. I'm going to update the guys with some injury news from Arsenal and Chelsea from what I did yesterday. And also, we've got Pochettino, Balogun, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Vinicius Jr. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And also Mustafi to catch up on with. Yeah, just kicking off, really, mate. I want to get your thoughts on, for anybody who does, any viewers who don't know, Thomas Tuchel, if that's his name, has been sacked as PSG coach today. And Pochettino, according to Fabrizio Romano, is pretty much got the job, pretty much like within the next 24 hours, which obviously means that's another potential manager who's not available anymore. And he's been sat there for what, a year?
Maybe over a year, yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, mate?
Kind of not surprised in terms of. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of shouted Pochettino for the Dortmund job, but obviously he's got a close connection with PSG, former player, former captain, as PSG in it. So, I mean, it was inevitable. It was also inevitable that Tuchel was going to get sacked because remember last season, when they were on their way to the Champions League final, there was a little bit of rumblings and Leonardo weren't exactly happy. So, missing out on Poch is disappointing. However, you kind of have to look at him and think, would Poch even want to come to us? I mean, yeah, he did get sacked by Spurs, but he's always showed his love and loyalty to Spurs. It's not exactly a Sol Campbell situation, in terms of, oh yeah, I love Spurs. Next thing you know, leave on a free, come to Arsenal, and yeah, the rest is history. But I mean, in terms of missing the boat on another manager, 100%. But again, it just shows the incompetence of the Arsenal board because at a time we needed to get rid of Wenger, we left it well too late. How many managers did we miss along the journey of trying to get rid of Wenger?
Yeah,
I mean, it's usual stuff from Arsenal.
Yeah, Klopp specifically, I remember thinking when he got sacked at Dortmund or when he left Dortmund, he resigned. That was the moment for me to get rid of Wenger. But we kind of just sort of hang around for ages, don't we, waiting for something to happen. And although Pochettino going to PSG isn't the end of the world, there are other managers out there. It makes you think, what about Allegri? What happens when he goes? Albert's going to join the chat as well.
Yes,
Albert.
Same to you guys. Yeah, new surroundings, man. It's been the last 2 days have been busy, man. Jesus.
Yeah, has your move gone well, mate? You all settled in?
You know what it is? Because I'm moving back temporarily, permanently, if that makes sense. But then I'll get my new place in the new year. So a double move
Fucking
within
hell,
12
man.
months. Yeah.
Sounds
We'll
like you
talk off
signed to
camera,
a
man.
club and gone on loan.
Long, yeah. We'll talk
Mate,
offline. Long story, man.
Tell the viewers where they can find you, mate, before we move on.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for having me on, man. I saw you put the link in. Albert JTV. My Twitter handle's on the screen. Come and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear some to the point views in a calm way sometimes.
Yeah, cool, man. We were just discussing Pochettino. It looks like PSG have sacked their manager.
Yes.
And it looks like he's going to be unveiled like tomorrow, Christmas Day. What's your take on that in terms of what that means for Arsenal?
The funny thing is, you know what? If someone had said to me when he got sacked by Tottenham, where would he go? I wouldn't have said PSG in a million years. In a million years. Even with Tuchel sacked, I wouldn't have said Pochettino. So I'm not dissing PSG, but we know the French league and the strengths of it. But yeah, I didn't see that coming, man, to be honest. I said to you, Ross, before, I said the two realistic ones. Well, the one realistic one I would have said at the time was Benitez. But whether he would have come on like an interim basis, I don't think he would have said no. But in regards to Poch, I don't think we was ever. You know what? This reflects badly on Arsenal. I'll tell you why. Because this guy's been available for a long time before Arteta. So you'd have to ask the question, if they didn't want to go for plan A or B in Mourinho at the time, where was Poch in the thinking? If he was at all.
I heard that he couldn't take another job until the end of the season because he'd have to pay back I can't remember how much it was, like a £10 million payoff he got from Spurs or something. But
I heard that. So yeah, I don't feel like, so in answer to your question, I'm surprised he's gone where he's gone, firstly, and Arsenal, man, where do I start? I ain't seen you two guys in ages. I don't think he's ever in the running, man.
Is it?
But the fact that he was available before Arteta reflects on us badly.
Yeah,
I think it does.
I mean, Allegri's still available, isn't he? But he's just sat there doing absolutely nothing. But
some people have got reservations about him, which what do you think about it? What do Allegri think?
Myself,
I
feel all over it, mate. He's not at a club, so we've not got to pay any sort of compensation, which we all know Arsenal like to do, save ourselves a few quid. He has got a track record of winning at the top. The way I see it is, the more we carry on with Arteta, the closer we get to relegation, like as the months go past. I mean, it looks to me, there's the next point I was going to come on to, really, that Arteta it doesn't matter how many games he loses at the moment. It feels like he's got a job and that's it. Almost like Solskjaer had, you know what I mean? He could lose, I feel, every game in January and still be Arsenal manager. That's how it feels like at the moment. But
the thing is, there's no. I don't know if Ryan wants to come in, but I want to put it to you guys. Really, like it's clear to me. They obviously don't want to sack him. To me, that's obvious, right? Probably even before Edu came out, what he said. But I think they've put themselves in a position now. If he loses the next 2 games, I don't think they've got an option. But they have to consider sacking him.
But they said that the other 3 games, if he lost them, Burnley, Southampton, Everton, they'd sack him, and he got 1 point out of 9.
Ross, don't believe anything they say. Honestly, mate, because the thing is, I wouldn't have a go at the hierarchy, guys. Right? If you change your mind, you're entitled to. We change our mind as fans about players or the club, but you're entitled to change your mind. But I just think I said to you, Ross, innit, like before the Leeds game, Arteta will be lucky to make it into the new year.
Yeah.
And I think they don't want to sack him, but I think if we lose the next 2 games, they have to think about it, man. Yeah. You can't just say we're going to back a guy when we're currently sitting in 15th. If things go pear-shaped over the Christmas New Year period, you are looking the bottom 3, man. Like it's not inconceivable.
Burnley are a point behind us now. They won again, and we have to play Brighton last game of the year. So we could be in a relegation zone by January the 1st, and in my last streams, I'm saying Sam Allardyce has just taken over of West Bromwich Albion, the exact kind of guy who beat Wenger at Bolton because of the style of football he plays, you know? So...
the funny thing is, since Brighton, I think Brighton came back, that's it, 3 years ago now under Chris Hughton, we haven't beaten them at the Amex.
Nope.
We ain't won there yet, mate, since they come back in the Premier League.
They're our new Bolton and our new Stoke. We can't.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Because when we played them last season, with the Guendouzi thing, I think they hadn't won a game in a calendar year until they played. Until that calendar year, they hadn't won until they played after they won. I'll have to double check that. I'm sure that's right. I'm sure that is right.
Yeah, fucking. This brings me on to the next point as well. Like I've seen on Twitter today, obviously Tuchel's been sacked with PSG, and there's people going, "Oh, he's available. Let's get him in. Let's get him in." And it's like, why would we want a manager who is at a club that's literally a one-horse race and got fucking sacked because he wasn't doing a good enough job?
Remember we did Emery. Emery was the same.
I suppose he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Even though he weren't fired from PSG, because remember he went to Russia and he also got sacked for that job too. But if we're using it in the same context, Emery did go to PSG. He did fail in terms of trying to win the Champions League with them because of that horrendous Barcelona game, which, in my mind, I'm still trying to figure out how the hell Barcelona came back. But whatever. It's exactly the same thing. Tuchel, he was up for an option even before Arteta got the job.
A lot of people,
and even before Emery.
Yeah,
do you know?
I mean, you see, like, go on, Ryan. You see with Emery, like, go on, sorry, bro.
Quickly on this, I was just gonna say, for me, Tuchel, he's not the right guy for me, man. I mean, even Dortmund didn't really have a successful time with him either. Do you know what I'm saying? So what's he gonna do with us? Honestly, I cannot see him get the amount of funds, which also goes to Allegri's point too.
Yeah,
that is going to be guaranteed to get us up and going again, because there's no guarantee if they come in, get the funds that they should get with these group of players. And let's be honest, we're not going to get rid of like 8-9 players in one window as much as we like it to happen. It's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And then we're going to have to suffer with some of these deadwood players until probably next January. And then, even hope that we can get into the top 6, because there's still teams like Everton and Leicester and Wolves and West Ham now, you know what I mean, still developing and got the edge over us in terms of development, playing style, etc., and Joe, so
yeah, because I was gonna say, because they made that comparison. Was it last week? I'm sure it was during the week where they said that United at the same time, was it this season, they was in the same position or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
But I think people forget the big difference is, right? United have got match winners, man,
and they got money as well.
Yeah, and they've got, like, even if it's not for Solskjaer, like, just put him to one side, innit? You've got match winners in your team, innit? You've got players that can produce moments. We don't have that at our club. That's the biggest difference.
They bought Bruno and changed their fortunes around. Bruno basically kicked Pogba, Rashford, Martial, all those guys that are talented and that can easily get into our squad. Yeah. Friggin' just kicked them up the arse and said, listen, we need to get top 4. And they got third.
They got
third.
Yeah. Go on, Ross.
It helps when you get 32 penalties as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, when did we ever get any penalties? When did we get penalties?
We'd be high
up the other day.
But you know what? Even with the penalty thing, which is unbelievable, by the way. Yeah, Karen, big love, Sport Ryan, man, my guy, man, and Ross. I was gonna say, yeah, like take the penalties aside, right? But even if you watch United play, which when you do, like, if you just watch Fernandes play, for example, Karen, big up. The passes he plays, right? Oh my god, like, that's what you want your midfield player doing. It's mad, isn't it? Like, it's inch perfect. He spots a pass, 15-yard pass, 20-yard pass, bam. Look at that. Look at when they played West Ham, right? Away. Juan Mata played that pass, that first time pass to Rashford. I was like, oh my god. None of our midfield players do that. Not one. None. And Matt was
Crazy.
what, 34?
And yet we got a 32-year-old that can't even bloody be ready for a through ball or a short pass that's right in front of him. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Because I ain't seen you guys since I've not even seen you since forget Man City game. I haven't spoke to you guys
It's
since
a week or so, isn't it?
Everton game, yeah.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, it's been a little while. Good lord.
Because I missed because I tweeted it on the day of the Man City game. I didn't get to see it because I was just mad busy here, man. So I saw the highlights. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, the goalkeeper situation. Again, this is what I'm saying. Arteta's not doing himself any favors, man, because if the rumors are coming out, you're saying Saliba's he's not ready or he's not good enough, whatever the reason is, right? Your scouting network went and recommended the goalkeeper who's apparently was the number 2 at Dijon, not even the Iceland number 1. But he can play in the League Cup quarterfinal against City.
Yeah. I mean, I read out on my stream last night that Arteta said in the press conference that there was reasons why we had to do that deal, the Martinez deal, and bringing Runeson. And what annoyed me about it on my stream last night was that what is the reason? Because when you're not giving us actual answers, we don't understand. It would be better off if you said, look, the club's in shit state financial-wise. We had to do the deal. We needed the money. I'd appreciate it more than go, oh, there's reasons we had to do the deal. Well, what are those reasons? Because when you do that, we don't understand. You know what I mean?
So why did they sign Cedric? Why did they sign Pablo Mari, who were in some financial trouble? Why did we keep Ainsley Maitland-Niles if that was the case? Why did we deny Lacazette, Bellerin, Xhaka? All these outgoings that were more likely going to happen. And you're telling me Emi Martinez is free to go, and you're saying, oh no, you still got to fight for it. For what? The guy just won us a shield and a trophy. Like, come on. Yeah. Like, Leno ain't done nothing but flap his arms all the time. He saved us and he's messed us up.
When you get 17 million for him and you take out that we paid, 1.5 for Runeson, so we ultimately got 15.5 million.
We got bumped.
Really? What is that to Arsenal, really, when we know we've got over 200 odd million in the bank? You know? It makes no sense. And what I'm worried about with Arteta is it's like we're going to lose a generation of great young players all because he wants to fit in a style of play that isn't working, you know?
Trust these old guys.
Yeah, Ryan, so you made a good point about Martinez. This is crazy because the thing is, all right, if you're going to sell him, fine. I feel sorry for Matt Mason. I tweeted it after the game. And I was like, is he not good enough either? Is he not ready? He's been in the club a long time, you know. Like, and you're bringing in a guy at 1.5 million. Like, even as a build as a goalkeeper, he's not the biggest man.
He's 25 years old.
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
Saying he's young, he's not.
But Ryan, the thing is, they're gonna have to. Even if they bring another goalkeeper, they're gonna have to pay more than they're gonna have to pay more than what they sold Martinez.
They should have known that. They should have known that. Why would you sell Emi Martinez? Who, listen, someone in the comments wrote, Martinez said he wanted first team football. Yeah, because he deserved it on merit. He deserved it on merit. When Leno was down and out, Martinez never made a mistake. Okay, he led that defense. He led that more than any other goalkeeper since probably Lehmann. He was probably the last goalkeeper I've seen lead a defense, because every other goalkeeper since then, barring Martinez, has been poor and ain't done it. All right, maybe Czech because he's got the experience, but even that, and that's a goalkeeper that was on his way out. Sorry, I'm disgusted by the way, and I knew it from the moment they sold him. I said, you know what? Nothing surprises me anymore with Arsenal. Sorry.
You know what? I think you're right. You make a good point. Sorry, Ross. Like, I want to say, like, because at the start, people were saying, oh, you know, we get it. He's a Villa player now. And, you know, everything that Martinez was doing at Villa, even if you catches a corner kick, there's going, oh my God, we should have kept him. But I think it's actually, even though we're only like 3 months into the season, I think a lot of people now are coming around to thinking, you know what? I think we made a mistake here, you know?
Oh, yeah, we know we made a mistake. From the moment you're saying, from the moment that's even news.
Yeah.
it's a mistake already. Because you know Arsenal already. And then Ainsley made the nails. That was going to be a mistake. Imagine you let Ainsley go, and then Bellerin gets injured again. Then we're just down to Cedric, who he hardly even plays. Then what?
You heard the Maitland-Niles rumors, innit?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard the Atletico Madrid thing. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't blame him if he leaves, honestly.
For anyone who doesn't know, Trippier has been banned for 10 weeks out of Atletico Madrid for betting, doing some dodgy betting, basically. And they're looking for Ainsley Maitland-Niles to loan him to the end of the season.
Might as well.
He's not going to get any game time at Arsenal, is he? Let's be real. I mean, well, he has recently, but only because Bellerin got suspended. But I could guarantee Bellerin will probably start against Chelsea, I'd have thought.
Well, to be fair, he was on the bench. Sorry, he was on the bench for Everton, and he could have played, but Arteta kept him out. So, but that doesn't. To me, that's too late, man. Bellerin should have never. Again, just like Martinez, Ainsley Maitland-Niles earned that spot on merit. Yes, he could have worked a lot more harder because there's games I felt Ainsley kind of just got into that comfortability zone, which is why I kind of feel like, yeah, we definitely need a new right back, a 30 right back. That's why I go for Lamptey or Max Aarons. But at the same time, every right back we got at that club or who can play right back is better than Bellerin. Simple as that. Real life. I'd rather play Reece Nelson right back. And yeah, exactly. I'd rather play Reece Nelson right back. I'm not even joking. I'd rather do that. No, Bellerin is atrocious, honestly.
That's the thing, isn't it? Like, if you don't have like another right back, you could understand it. But we've actually got two other right backs who are still both better than him. It makes no sense.
And makeshift one at that as well. Sorry,
I can't remember what Premier League game it was, and I said it. I think I can't remember whether it was on my channel or someone else's. I said that if I was Maitland-Niles, I'd knock on the manager's door first thing in the morning and say I want to leave. Because I'm not going to be taking the piss out of him. Sorry. Like, what the hell is he not in the? It's crazy, mate. I don't understand, man.
I mean, we were going to get rid of him to Wolves, weren't we? For like 17 million. It was only because he got an England call up that we kept him.
But Ross and Ryan, what makes me laugh though, right? You see now, I would say more so right now, probably the last week, 2 weeks, going into tomorrow, the Boxing Day game, right? You see the players we're talking about, and I've said this to you guys on my channel, right? Some of these Arsenal fans jumping on Twitter, jumping on Instagram, or why don't we get a Lamptey? Why don't we get an Aarons? When we were saying them names months ago, last season, he wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So don't jump on the bandwagon now that the shit's hit the fan. What's changed? What, you suddenly realise they're good players?
Yeah, you said it before when sometimes Arsenal supporters can be snobs, can't you? Just they're not the new up-and-coming like Awar or someone, you know.
Yeah, even one Arsenal fan. Sorry, bro. The only one guy on Twitter, always see him come up. Big T, he was saying about he tweeted said quite a while ago about Jack Butland, right? As a second goalkeeper, and he said this. He said exactly what I'm saying to you now. Arsenal fans are getting on him. You don't know what he's talking about. Blah blah blah. Would that not have been a bad shout?
Yeah,
Gary Cahill. We took Louise, and more people were moaning about Johnny Evans, Gary Cahill. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. At all three, I was like, oh, I think I'd rather take Evans.
Yeah,
but
I would.
To be honest, either of the two, other than Louise, would have worked. And I even said, Louise, play him, hold him midfield. Do not play him centre back. He plays so much better in the holding midfield area. I don't care if he ain't got no legs no more. He can still pass the ball because he does better. He can do better the job than Xhaka. That's a fact. He's more mobile than Xhaka as well. But I don't know. I'm just a fan.
Ross. I was gonna say even. I would say the one I've always said this, right? I think I said it probably the last 3 or 4 months. The one player who divides the Arsenal fan base, right? Depending on how good he is or because of who he plays for, is Lewis Dunk.
Yeah, I'd take
if you put a poll on Twitter, I'm telling you, it'd be 50-50. Yeah, no, actually, you know what? To be fair, Ross,
I think I'll lean more to it now.
If you did the poll last season, it'd be 50-50. I think it'd be more in his favour now.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I mean, I would take him in a heartbeat. Lamptey, Dunk, Buscema, all them guys. like I say though, what we've touched on there with like Ainsley Maitland-Niles, it looks like he could probably get a loan move to Atletico, and I couldn't blame him for going either. He's getting more game time or more regular game time for England than he is for Arsenal. And he only got in the team because Bellerin got sent off. Did he get sent off or suspended in some way?
He got a booking. He got a booking, didn't he? Second yellow card, didn't he? Fifth yellow card, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The news at the moment is this guy, who I can't believe can't even make our bench, who looks like scoring or does score every game he comes on. His contract is running out at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because he wants guarantees of more game time, and Liverpool are now looking at him. Can you imagine if he walks to Liverpool on a free?
And you know what it is? You know what it is? I'm glad you brought Balogun up because Ryan, you've probably seen it on Twitter especially. You know, listen, we're not stupid, right? I can speak for us three, definitely. We're not saying Balogun would be the savior, but what we're not happy about is the fact that he's not got any Premier League minutes.
Yeah.
He's a young footballer. Football's not a long career. You want game time. Arsenal not giving it to you. You've got a year left on your contract. Liverpool are sniffing around. If he goes, not surprised.
Yeah.
And more than likely, he probably will go, Ross.
I can't blame any of them for leaving, especially the guys that just like half our problems. This is what I'm on about. Half our problems in my eyes are Arteta style of play. We're exiling players who should start, players we've actually got at the club. Never mind signing new players to fit in a particular style of play that he wants that isn't working. And then people go, 3 or 4 more windows. But what happens if he gets those windows, gets all these players in, and then we go, oh yeah, it's not working, and we sack him. Then what? You know, then we've let Balogun go, Guendouzi go, Saliba go. Will probably get pissed off because he's not playing out wide. I'm sure there's I can't remember. You know, I don't get it. I generally don't. Like, put Ainsley Maitland-Niles right back and put Saliba next to Gabriel and put Tierney on the left back, not a left centre back. Well, there you go. There's your back four. Why is that difficult? It was almost like the Wenger latter days where everyone could see it, but the manager, and it's so fucking frustrating, you know.
Yeah. You know what it is? I look at it right in terms of our youngsters. I mean,
Merry Christmas, guys. By the way.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, guys.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you all, man. First, I ain't got no drink. I don't know. I'll drink very downstairs somewhere. But...
I ain't got no drink either, so.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome, dude.
Yeah, guys in the chat, man. But now jump in, man. Like, I think the management of our youngsters, bruv, is just. It does leave me baffling because I mean it in the sense that, and I'm not even rating the particular players I'm going to mention because they're not even Arsenal players, but I look at other clubs who loan their players out, who go out. I'm talking about go out on a season-long loan to championship clubs or whatever. I mean, I don't think, if I'm right, Joe Willock's never been out on loan. Emil Smith Rowe only went on a little bit for Huddersfield. Reece Nelson he had a short time. Nelson had a short time at Hoffenheim, which I don't think was that fantastic.
No, it started well when it went tits up.
The management of our youngsters is piss poor, to be honest with you. Because you can't just chuck them into the first team, unless they're exceptional like a Saka. Because a lot of them are not.
Yeah. So, I think with Nelson, he went on loan to Hoffenheim, and it started well. He got a few goals, seasons, and he started turning up late to training, and he was just benched for the rest of the season. It was kind of.
Was Nagelsmann in charge at that point?
Sorry,
was Nagelsmann in charge at that point?
I don't know. It was only last season, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was only last.
I think the season before. Was it last season?
Yeah, it was last season, mate.
I'm sure it was season before, but cool. It was.
It feels like that because it was the start of last season where he was doing really well, and Sancho was doing well at the same time, and then he just started turning up late to training, and the manager just benched him.
Did we bring him back? Because remember, he did score in that FA Cup against Leeds, which actually saved us last season.
Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying.
It was awful in the first half. Remember, yeah.
That's what I mean. So I'm thinking, are you sure? Was it definitely last season, or was it the season before?
No, it was last season, mate. Definitely.
All right. We must have took him back in January then, because that must have been the case. Because I don't know. I really think it was Emery's first season, but is what it is. If you got the facts, cool. But regardless, I mean, how is he gonna take as well? That's another issue. Reece Nelson. And I even said it on Mr. Arsenal's podcast earlier, like about Willock as well. I said the same thing. Willock does not go on loan. Why has he not gone on loan? People keep
I don't get it.
Even big YouTube accounts, I've said this to. I said Willock needs to go on loan. They're like, no, the squad's too thin. I'm like, stop talking like a bum. He needs to go out on loan. He's not good enough at this moment in time.
But it's
same
like
with Eddie and Ketia. Not ready yet.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the management of the. Like, I don't know. Look at I don't rate him anyway personally. Tammy Abrahams was on a season long at Villa. These guys are getting first team football on a regular basis. Yes, there's a difference between the Championship and stepping into the Premier League, but at least they've had a season under their belt playing consistently. You know what I mean? Competitive football. You could even arguably say the Championship is one of the hardest leagues out there.
It's not that far off from the Premier, though.
But these guys, Ryan, these guys they're not even gone out on loan. Man. Willock's never been out on loan.
That's my point. How do we expect to get better, guys? Man. I know he's gonna burn out like a Wobie. Watch. He will burn out like a Wobie.
Do you know the funny thing is as well? We've been linked with this guy in the last 24 hours. Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian of Real Madrid's winger stroke forward.
I like it, but why?
And it makes, like you just said there, well, we're not prepared to play 20-year-olds at our club, but we'll go and try and loan someone in the January transfer window. And what makes me laugh about that most is, we're in desperate need of some players and we're looking for a fucking loan signing. And it's just got Arsenal written all over it, I mean,
all over it.
even if I put his stats up there, they're not that great, are they? I know he's only young. I know he's only 20. But look at that. It's not exactly... I mean, even last season, look at that for Real Madrid. 29 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist. It's not exactly... He's not exactly tearing up the trees, is he?
No, he's getting yellows, though.
if I was Arsenal fans, I wouldn't even entertain the January transfer window, mate. I wouldn't have done before the start of the season, to be honest, but as well as now, because it's a difficult window anyway. Prices are incredibly overinflated, and it's very difficult to get deals done in January, and we're notoriously not very good at recruiting anyway, irrespective of January or the summer.
What about Eriksen though? He's available for £12 million. That's got to be good value for money. If it went wrong, you could sell him for that much,
I think we've got no choice with Eriksen now, other than Buendia. Those are the only 2 realistic options. I see someone tweet out about Owar again, and I'm like, I believe when I see it. But even still, I don't know.
I mean, I think this January, right? I think on years gone past, the last 10 years, we've been told it's difficult to get players in January. Well, I think this January is going to show us if it is or not, because we're in desperate need of some players.
We've got a banner in January. I don't want to hear that. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, exactly.
I don't want to hear all that.
If
you've got the money, you put it on the table, job done, right?
And
go on.
Go on, Ross. No, go on, mate.
I was just saying we're desperate in need for, at least 3 players. I know that's not going to probably happen in January because we're Arsenal, but thinking one creative midfielder is going to solve our problems is not the case, But we're going to see this January actually how tough it is to get players in January or not. And if it is the fact that we do end up getting like 3 players in, well, what the fuck has happened in the last 10 years of January transfer windows then?
You've got to get rid of a few as well.
It's been poor, man. That's what I'm saying. The January transfer window has been awful as long as I remember as an Arsenal fan. It's not been good at all.
Yeah. Another rumor I heard was that obviously we thought that Barcelona were interested in Mustafi. We was all hoping we'd get like about 2 million for him on a packet of crisps or something. But apparently they've turned around and said no, we're not interested.
Give me a McCoy, you can have him.
Did you believe the rumors in the first place? Because I didn't.
No, not really, mate. But the thing is, mate, La Liga is a strange thing in terms of like Barcelona. Let's be real. You take Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico Madrid out of that league. Who else really is there? And let's be real, Barcelona, even under Guardiola, they had a shit defense. It was just the fact that their attack and midfield was so strong, and the way they played, they didn't need to defend. PK. People think PK is a good defender. I think he's fucking shocking. It's just the fact that nobody can ever get in their defense until now. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but that's what I think.
You're not far off from the truth, mate. I think it's just down to their playing style. Their defense is like, for me, the only defender I kind of look at that looks not that bad is probably that Lenglet, brother. Other than that, Umtiti's finished.
He's just finished for time.
That's what I'm saying. And we were trying to buy him. No, forget it. A joke. Injured players, typical Arsenal. Jordi Alba, he's coming to the end slowly.
Yeah.
I do like Alba. Who's their right back again? I always forget.
God. It was Nelson Semedo, but he joined Wolves, didn't he?
Wolves, didn't he? Yeah.
Why did we go for Semedo? Why did we go for
Bellerin? What are you on about?
Spanish.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Bellerin in it. Yeah, I forgot.
Spanish international.
Hey, if we get 22 million add-ons for him, I swear to God, I will fucking, I don't know what, I'll lap the Emirates naked. You heard it here first. I'll fucking do it, mate. 22 million plus add-ons for him.
What did you guys think of the because obviously I haven't spoke to you guys already. What did you make of the Everton game?
You can go first, Ross.
Same old shit, mate. Really, let's be real. No real, picking the wrong players, no tactics, crossing in the box, hoping someone will get on the end of something, which isn't going to happen. Just nothing, mate. Really, just clueless. Really, no plan B, no plan A, no plan B, no plan C. There's just Willian whipping in 50 crosses a game and nothing happening.
I hated Willian. He had a stinker of stinkers.
Yeah.
Willian.
What did you make of it, man?
I'll just quickly put some bullet points. I'm not going to go ranting. All right.
No,
I don't want to take up too much time on your stream, Ross.
Yeah, sure.
But,
go for it.
All right, if you give me the license. But cool. Holding, what would you do? But you know what? I'm not going to solely blame Rob Holding for their own goal. Because what the hell was Willian doing? In the build-up through that goal was absolutely poor. AZ Maitland-Niles, was it AZ Maitland-Niles? Someone on the left, whoever's on the other side, what would you do? You need to
it was Saka and Saka was sort of had the over. He had the over swing. I think Coleman was on the overlap. I think.
All right, whoever's on Richarlison's side should have got tighter, because if Holding didn't touch that, Richarlison would have tapped that in. That's for starters. So that was poor, but it didn't really contribute anything. But it was just poor in terms of trying to get back and trying to prevent anything. But Willian, again, we're calling this guy out. This guy is finished. Been saying it from probably Fulham. Fulham was probably the last of the juice. You know when you get a lemon and you're trying to make lemon juice, yeah, and you put it through the thing and you squeeze it out, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna chuck it in. No, man, there's still more in there. You just squeeze it. No, man, it's done. It's done. Willian. Ugh. Anyways, that, and I thought once we got the penalty, I thought maybe there's a little bit of optimism. Maybe we can try something. But Lord behold, the corner. Why was Pepe marking Mina? Leno's position, we talked about on Mr. Arsenal podcast as well. Leno's positioning was pants, yeah. But for me, why is Pepe marking Yerry Mina, who is like 2 inches taller than him? Yeah, we've got guys like David Luiz and Rob Holding, who were probably like the tallest players in our squad at that time, not marking him. Rob Holding was lost throughout that whole thing as well. What was he doing? Like, it was awful. And the substitutions. Why did you start Eddie in that game? I would have started Lacazette or Badigan. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, honest to God, it was awful. Listen, if he'd have started Lacazette, I would have moaned that much. I'll be honest. You do not start Eddie Nketiah for Everton, because Eddie Nketiah hasn't done anything to deserve a start. It's as simple as that. And I'm not digging Eddie out like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a simple fact. He hasn't done anything to deserve a start. That's what I'm saying. He just comes off the bench. Just keep it that way. Do you know what I'm saying? If that's how you want to use Eddie, keep it that way. Don't start it for games like this. It makes no sense. We're at a point where we can't afford to be starting guys like Eddie Nketiah up top, or put Alex Ruddison in goal. Well, thank God that didn't happen. But if do you know what I'm saying? We can't afford to be doing these, because we're bloody 50, and we can't even get a point to save our lives right now. So for me, yeah, it was the wrong setup. Tobias looked like a fucking clown. Sorry, he pissed me off that game. What was he doing? Just diving on the floor, looking like an idiot.
Could have got sent off as well.
Should have got sent off. He's just stamping on Mina's leg as well, like clown. I want this guy seriously. Don't want him back at the club next season for another loan or bloody transfer fee. If it's a transfer fee, I'll go to the Emirates dead in there and slap Edu in his face and say, "Bro, don't you dare do that." Yeah, you can get this go, but don't get him. No.
Yeah, I'd terminate his loan in January, mate. I'd send him back.
He needs to get sent back, but we ain't got no options, do we?
Guys, I've said to you before with Tobias when we got him back, I wasn't pleased. I'll be honest. People can kind about he was on form back end of last season, but I thought if we want to get top 4 and kick on, then he's not the answer. And for someone who's so young, he's so immobile. He's so immobile as well. He is our
Real Madrid don't want him either. That says it all.
He's not creative enough, is he? He doesn't really create anything.
No. Yeah, he spends too much time. Yeah, he spends too much time trying to win free kicks. But no, that Everton game, man. Boy, I saw the lineup. And you got to remember as well, they've extended it so that you can have 9 subs. We've got two right backs on the subs bench. So that tells you we need to know. When I saw the front three, I said we got problems, man. And you're right, Ryan. I couldn't understand. I'm not Lacazette's biggest fan. I think he's wasteful in front of the goal. But when you know that Aubameyang's not playing because he's injured, why would Lacazette be on the bench? It's just crazy. Rob Holding, captain.
I forgot about that.
And the thing is as well, like when I watched particularly the first half, I must admit, I mean, people go back the second half, but Everton are 2-1 up. They can afford to let us have possession of the ball. But in particular, the first half, I don't understand how you're supposed to win football matches, right? When your defenders, i.e. Louise and Holding, 8-9 times out of 10 are bypassing the midfield, going straight to the strikers, long balls. Even when the centre backs were coming over the halfway line, they're still missing out the midfield. They're going straight to the strikers. You cannot win football games like that. You're gonna try and win games by not using your midfield players. Yes, when you look at it, you think, bloody hell, you got Sabas and El Neni in the middle of the park. Then you've got problems. But how are you going to win football matches? And you know what sums it up? You know, I've been saying wherever the front three is, they're lazy. They don't move. They're static. Perfect example what summed up the game, right? 2-1 down, 90 into injury time, 95th minute. Ainsley Maitland-Niles makes a great run down the right hand side, puts in a fantastic ball. If you to do a steal shot of where the Arsenal players were in comparison to that cross, it tells you all you need to know.
It's true. It's true.
They're lazy.
But why are players fighting in 90 minutes? What happened to the rest of the 45? That's what peed me off the most. Saying Arsenal, no, we got to fight for the point. Why are you fighting for the point? You should be fighting for all 3 from the moment you step out on the pitch. And
the thing is, Ryan, that everyone didn't have to play that well.
No, they didn't. But neither did Southampton. They didn't play that well. No. Even Manchester City in the cup game, they did not play that well at all. They could have slapped us 7-6. You know what I mean? Whatever. I said 5-1 on Twitter. And I know we're not talking about that game right now, but I said 5-1 on Twitter. They just said, no, it's too much on Mikel. It's too much on Mikel. We owe him. We'll allow him a minute. That's what that felt like to me.
2 minutes, wasn't that?
Ross, and his press conferences are getting worse. I know he's under pressure. Don't get me wrong, but some of the things he's coming out with, I'm just, you know what? I think you're insulting the fans when you come out with that percentage talk the other day, man.
I know. I read it on my stream last night. It's some of it's embarrassing, isn't it? And like talking like a politician as well. When you know, like I said about not giving us proper answers. One thing he did come out on the stream I did yesterday was that he said that he's looking for a loan move for Saliba. And it makes no sense. You've got players like Mustafi who are running down their contracts, who clearly aren't good enough for the club. They're leaving. David Luiz is going to leave as well, right? Why aren't you fucking playing him? Why are you looking for a loan for him? He's sat there. I don't get it. And when you make strange decisions and you're losing, you know what I mean? There's only one way that's going to go. That surely the manager needs to get sacked. I mean, it just makes no sense.
I think Saliba's had enough personally. I just the way this situation's been handled by the club, Arteta, whoever, has been nothing short of a disgrace, to be totally honest. And you got and bear in mind, right? When we was linked with this guy in the beginning, you know, Spurs were after him as well. You know,
I was about to say that. I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
I mean, imagine him and Tanganga in their defense, because that could have happened.
Yeah, I mean, I did quite a lot of stream on it yesterday.
Yeah,
people saying, "Oh, he lost his mother, didn't he?" Like and stuff like that. But it's more than that, because when Doby put out a Twitter post, didn't he, and it was saying basically about, I can't remember what he said now. It's like breaking free or whatever like that. And then
like my brother,
you talk too much and stuff like that. And then Saliba said basically, yeah, I feel like I'm in prison too.
Yeah.
Which basically says it's not just about his mum. It's about, I want to play and I can't. I'm not allowed to. Which I find crazy. The only thing I could think of is that he's looked at the squad and thought, I'm not going to get any money for Kolasinac or players like that. I can get 30 million for Saliba. And that's why he's exiling him. Or that's how it's the only rational explanation I can think of.
Yeah.
But then do you want him to leave? I don't. Not without seeing him play anyway.
You know what, I will quickly say this. He can't even use that mother excuse now. I know that's no disrespect to William Saliba now, of course.
Yeah.
He's been playing with the under 23s.
There you go.
That's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
He got sent off a few weeks ago. Okay, so what? That's it. What? That's it. Man's been playing with the under 23s for months. You're telling me he's not ready? And I know there's a lot of people out there that saying, "Oh yeah, maybe there's certain things that are not really good with him." But I'm sorry, you're telling me you'll rather risk Mustafi, who is calamitous all the time, Rob Holding, who's inconsistent as hell, right? David Luiz is so inconsistent. It's like the English weather. I mean, honestly, you don't know what you're going to get. Test the guy out. See what he's saying. He's been playing first team football in the French league, yeah? I'm not saying throw him in, dash him in and all that. But listen, they're the first 4 or 5 games, okay, maybe not. 5th game, slowly put him in, right? Europa League, you had that. The League Cup, you had that. FA Cup's coming up, but you said you're going to go out on loan. Missed another opportunity. I mean, Arteta said it how many times? Oh, I don't like talking about this. Why? Because you know you fucked up.
Yeah, he done. Yeah. He said it earlier when he should have included him in Europa League squad.
It's all shoulda, woulda, couldas now, man. Seriously, like, I'm sorry. This guy clearly trusts his old dogs that have gone there, been there, done that, and they can barely get a WD-40 every half an hour when they're on the pitch. Then trust someone that's got at least another 10, 15 years in their career of an actual decent, do you know what I'm saying? Having a decent career. I mean, come on. It's a joke. You're relying on Saka. So what's your excuse why not using Saliba? Eddie Nketiah, what's your excuse? Yeah. Joe Willock, what's your excuse? We've been screaming for Emre Smith-Rowe. You finally used him in a cup game. But yeah, we're probably not going to see him against Chelsea. You're saying Martinelli's 50-50 for Chelsea, but I wouldn't even risk Martinelli for that, because you're the idiot that decides to tell injured players, go out there and play on it. Partey out for longer. David Luiz, we wasted a half and conceded 2 goals against Wolves because of his incompetence of taking them off. Now they're talking about concussion. Oh, we should take off players when they get a concussion. Also, how many players have had concussions in the past and they got taken off the pitch? David Luiz was in no state of mind to finish that game against Wolves, that half. Yeah. And then the same happens for Gabriel Martinelli, who, by the way, has only played 1 game of 45 minutes for the under-21s. And then that's it. And then he comes back and then he might have he could have triggered his injury even more. Yeah. And then what? We look at Arteta even more now, like, bro, you just cost this guy more months of that. And the joke is you weren't even playing him for when you first come in. You had to play him when AMN got the red. It's a joke. He doesn't have faith in certain players. It's clear as day. If you're not Saka, Eddie Nketiah, or a Joe Willock, you have no future. That's what he's telling us. I'm being honest. And Arteta fans, Arteta fans, tell me what it is about this guy, please, because I keep hearing the George Graham thing, and I'm like, I'm not seeing that. I wasn't even alive to see George Graham come in at Arsenal, rip the team up. But I've studied. I've done my history and all this. You know,
absolutely.
as a fan, you should do that. But as far as I know, he came in, put certain men on trial, and got rid of the lot. The ones the players that are on high wages and that. So why is Xhaka still here? Why is Bellerin still here? Lacazette. He had all this opportunity to do this. If he got rid of them lot, and then Balogun, Smith Rowe, Willock, and Nketiah, all these lot coming in, Saliba, then I think we would have been all right with like as a fan base to be like, okay, he's trying something different. He's trying up the youth with Partey, Gabriel. Do you know what I'm saying? Tierney, those even though I felt we still needed another midfielder to replace Xhaka, because Partey, no, that's not a replacement. That's just we needed Partey anyways. Xhaka needed to go, right? Then fine. I don't mind finishing 10th, 9th, 8th again the next season. But next season, I want to see more, right? I don't mind all that because that's progression. That's showing me you're thinking about the future. But clearly, you're not. They're not. Sorry, ran over me.
You know the worrying thing. You know the worrying thing. Ross, you probably covered it in your channel. I mean, I know it's rumors, but apparently they want to offer Rob Holding a new contract.
I heard that too.
Are you fucking serious?
He's got 3 years left as well.
Oh my God. I think, and then he's got another. If you don't include next year, it's 2 years.
I thought he was out next year.
Xhaka's
got a 1 year extension.
I saw Xhaka's got another 2-3 years on his contract.
2023 Xhaka. 2023 for Xhaka.
Yeah.
I thought El Nenny's contract was up next season.
I think
next season is last, I think.
Yeah, drop in the chat someone, man. I'm sure he's got more. He definitely got more than a year left. I swear to God, he has.
Not a year and a half, but I don't know.
Oh my God, Rob! When I saw that about Rob Holding, I couldn't believe what I was reading. Seriously,
I can't believe it. It's Arsenal. Come on, man. If they're gonna re-sign Xhaka for a 3-year deal when Unai Emery come in, what makes you think that Rob Holding is not going to get another deal? Because they probably felt sorry for him. Like, oh, Rob, you missed a year pretty much after that one season, so we're going to give you a little more time, please.
If that's true, it beggars belief, man. Seriously.
Mate, we're the club who offered Diaby a new contract when he'd been out for like 4 years.
I like Diaby as well, but when
contract,
that was it.
I'll tell you what, we are in a mess, man. When I saw that stat come up against Everton, was it where since the last international break, for attacking stats, where I think we're 20th in 3 of them, and one of them we was 19th.
That's for goals. I think Sheffield United are behind us.
Shot rate conversion. I said 20th. I mean, if you're not improving, something's got to be wrong, man. There's something got to be wrong there.
Yeah.
Imagine showing us that stat 5 years before. Imagine one of us, like some Martin McFly shit, went to the past and showed us, this is your future in the next 5 years. What the hell do? You're going to laugh at that. Because even when we're not doing much, we were out here scoring goals, taking shots on target. We could barely do that. With a front three of what we got, we can barely shoot the ball on target. It's a joke. It's a joke. And we talk about creativity in the midfield, but these guys can't do shit.
And Ryan, I still don't understand why you play 3 up front. I'm being deadly serious.
Just move to 2 up front. I'd rather you play 4-4-2 for crying out loud.
Get another midfielder. Yeah, get another midfielder in there. Yeah, get another midfielder in there. Seriously.
Please, just do that. Please, just play 2 up top. Just play Lacazette and Aubameyang up top as a 2, or play Balogun with Aubameyang as a 2, or if you want your boy Eddie as a 2. Just do something. I'm sick.
Play Mark patches.
Yeah.
He'll probably put out a 10 out of 10 performance on most of these idiots. Sorry, it has to be said if he's on crutches.
No, I agree, mate. Moving on to the Arsenal-Chelsea game coming up.
Oh,
I've got to admit, I'm not exactly
What, the funeral?
looking forward to that. Yeah, I can't imagine anything.
I'm not. No, you're right.
happening.
I'll be eating my Christmas leftovers.
Just going to give you some team news about it. So
Go on,
we have got Ziyech definitely out. Lampard's come out and said he's definitely not going to make the Arsenal game. So that is good news. They're waiting on the fitness of Chilwell and Reece James, left and right back. They're doubtful, but no doubt they'll probably make an amazing recovery. In terms of Arsenal, bad news again. Granit Xhaka is available after a 3-match suspension.
Yeah, of course he is.
Of
course he is.
And no doubt he'll walk back straight back in the midfield, no doubt.
Of course he is. Of course he will. It's Tobias on the bench. Watch.
Yeah.
What else, any?
Aubameyang, right calf. It says sustained a slight calf training last week. Aubrey is working hard with our medical team in order to regain full fitness as soon as possible. Has now joined outside drills and will continue to be assessed regarding availability ahead of Saturday. I'll come to you guys in a mid-second, but the whole Aubrey calf injury thing sounds like he's told Arteta to fuck off, and your tactics aren't working. That's what it sounds like to me. But we'll come on to that in a second. Gabriel Martinelli, this is something probably that people are waiting on. To be fair, I know I am. Right shin sustains heavy impact with bruising to right shin during our match against Manchester City on Tuesday. Gabby's recovering well, and we hope he will be able to participate in full training ahead of Saturday. So that actually sounds encouraging. I mean, when I first saw him and he was lying down on the deck with his hand over his face like that, I was fearing the worst. I really was. The fact that he then tried to carry on, I know he couldn't really carry on, but he tried, was encouraging. But it sounds like it's not that bad. But I'd be surprised if he played against Chelsea. And another thing that pissed me off on my stream last night actually was Thomas Partey. We'd had no real update on him. Like, when's he fit again? And I know sometimes that can change, especially with Arsenal players. But it just seemed like he got injured. We rushed him back. He got injured again. Yeah. But then when he coming back, like, what is it?
I saw a video of him playing kicking ball and that the other day. That was it.
Yeah,
I heard nothing.
I mean, apparently it's his left thigh. I don't know about you. I've never injured my thigh before. It's a very, what's that? A muscle strain? I mean,
probably, yeah. It probably is. I mean, look, he has to do everything because when you got the liabilities of Xhaka in your midfield, and El Neni, you gotta be doing the work. Yeah, you already saw Thomas Partey. I think it was what game did he come off injured again? Was it Villa or Leicester, lads? I can't remember.
Villa.
He was getting at El Neni. He was getting out, thinking shit. This guy's been there for 5 minutes. And he's already cussing him up. I like this guy already. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's only been injured twice at Atletico. Remember that? Twice.
Yeah, I know. And he comes to Arsenal. He's on the treatment table for 10 months or something. Like, probably end up being like that.
You remember that Jack Wilshere, touch wood?
The whole left eye thing it doesn't seem enough, does it? But here it's saying he sustained it during the Tottenham game on December the 6th, which is already almost 3 weeks away. 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Thomas is currently unavailable, but is progressing well to now working outside of close ball work, together with the continued focus of the overall fitness rehabilitation.
Yeah, you'll be better.
That just sounds like long words, doesn't it? And when's he
mid-January, basically.
When's he back?
Mid-January. That's what it says, Ross. I'm telling you. That's what it's saying. Mid-January. Oh, it's all the ball work. He's only just come outside. It's like mid-January. Just say January 15th or 18th. Just say we can deal with that. We're Arsenal Football Club. We know how it works. We've been moving on for 10 years.
Yeah, moving on to the Chelsea game, like technically tomorrow now, we're into Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas for all the guys in the chat who are watching, by the way. What's your thoughts on the game? What's your score predictions? What do you think is going to happen? What's your lineup? What are you thinking about the game?
Ryan, go on. You can go
Ryan's
first.
Really scratching his head.
Lineup. I'm laughing about that.
I haven't got a clue.
I know what's going to happen.
I generally haven't got a clue.
Lineup. I don't know. Scoreline. We're going to get bumped. Right? I'm telling you now, it's going to be a 3-0. Like I said on Mr. Arsenal podcast, I said 3-0. 3-0. I'm hesitant to say 4, but 3. I'm sorry. It's just, to me, we are so low right now. We're ready to hand out gifts to Timo Werner, to Kai Havertz. Giroud might come back and put something on Leno. Right? I mean, and if he does that, our season's screwed because again, if Leno gets hurt or whatever, so we got young Alex to depend on. Oh man, it's gonna be bad. So,
I don't think Giroud will start. You know,
why not?
I think it'd be Abrahams and Werner.
I don't know, man. I think
Yeah,
Giroud's been the guy for them, man. I don't know.
If Lampard's smart, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy not to. That if I was Frank Lampard, I'd be like, you know what, these guys are struggling. You know, defensively, got to get Giroud in definitely.
Have to Giroud in the middle, and then Werner on the left.
Yeah, like Werner's been. They put him at kind of on the wide. Yeah.
Do you know what, man? About Giroud? About Giroud, I always wondered why he got picked for France and Lacazette never, and now I realise why. Personally, I think he's three times the player of Lacazette. I really do. I mean, even like now, like people are mugging him off at Chelsea. He's still digging them out of holes and scoring goals when they need it. And even the France World Cup team, he never scored. But look at like the team play he did. He did all the donkey work. So basically, Mbappe and Griezmann could go on and score goals. I mean, you know, he gets a lot of unfair criticism. And to be fair, I've done it. I'm sure we all have as Arsenal supporters, like slags up Giroud, stuff like that. But looking at it now, like what a fucking team player he is, you know?
I didn't want him to go in the first place. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I didn't actually want him to go. The whole triangle thing where he has to go to Chelsea, we get Aubameyang, and then Batshuayi has to go on loan to Dortmund. I was like, why does it have to be like that? Oh, because Borussia Dortmund needs someone. Then why don't we just give him Lacazette for a loan so they can bother to get someone? I know we just bought Lacazette. Was it that summer or the season before? I can't remember. But
oh god,
I think it was the summer. I think it was the summer. It was the same summer or the season before.
Was it 7?
No. It was the season before. Can't remember. That's my point.
I'll take Giroud back in a heartbeat. I'll swap Lacazette for Giroud any day of the week.
Well, after them comments of the Europa League final, I think we kind of that bridge is kind of burnt for me. But if he did that, well, he should have never went. I know we needed more goals.
And don't forget, Thing's probably going to be starting as well on that Boxing Day game. Christian Pulisic.
That's my point. He's going to want that revenge. Okay, this is for the FA Cup final. I never got to finish. Yep, Kovacic with Kante in that middle. It's a problem. It's going to be really long for us. That midfield
we've got problems, mate. You're right. We've got huge problems.
I don't even know how we can get at their defense. Their defense has improved, but it's going to be long. So, 3-0, 4-0. I can't see us doing much. I'm being honest. You know. You can call me a hater, and I'm being honest.
No, it's not even that. I think what it is, it's if you actually look at it, if you sort of dissect it, right, the forwards can't score. Our fullback, we only attack from one side of the pitch, is the left-hand side. Our central midfield coming up against Chelsea's is going to be non-existent. It's I mean, like I said, like your own set of eyes don't lie to you, innit? Like it'd be difficult to see how Arsenal get a point, really, the way they're playing. I don't want to hear no one tweeting tomorrow or today if they've done it, talking about London derby and form goes out the window. Listen, when people said that about Tottenham, I said you must be living on cloud cuckoo land, because actually I think one time this season the form doesn't go out the window, and it happened. We lost.
Where was that for the West Ham game? Why didn't they say that? Oh, it's a derby. Oh, we don't count West Ham. Well, we might as well, because they're better than us now.
I want any Arsenal fan, whether they're in the chat tomorrow on Twitter, whoever's got Twitter or whatever, please tweet, add me, Ryan and Ross in the tweet, and explain to us why you think Arsenal will get a win tomorrow or get a point.
I don't want to hear this FA Cup business.
Give me the reasons.
And a keeper.
Because I want to hear them. I'll listen to them after I eat my Christmas dinner, but I'm not going to listen to them before that. But after I'll do it, yeah.
No defense, no attack, no midfield.
No manager, no tactics. No manager, no tactics. No board, no spine, because they're all weak.
No owner, no boards, no manager who knows what he's doing.
It is Arteta. He looks like he's like a broken man, mate. Absolutely broken, mate.
You started to sound like Emery in the last few weeks of his reign in his press conference. And that's why I stopped listening to him. When I heard that the thing is, I didn't even watch the percentage one. I heard it, and then I don't know if you watch wrestling, but
no, I stopped to watch it.
Okay, I automatically saw this. Yeah, everyone's watched TNA, and Scott Steiner must have done a promo about math and about how percentages about winning and losing and that.
Yeah.
Automatically, when I heard that, I was like, "Oh my god, he didn't!" And someone put the Scott Steiner meme up. I was in tears, and I said, "It's got to this point that Scott Steiner promo coming from Mikel Arteta in a football game. Bearing in mind, we know wrestling's all fake. Yeah, well." Some parts of it fake, but
so
we know we get the.
I just see Russ put something in the chat. 25%.
Oh yeah, 25% winning. That's if we get a penalty and they got Kepa in goal. They might even put Kepa in goal. That's how bad it is.
Yeah,
or check.
Let me give Russ Morgan a shout in the chat, man. I saw it when I was on Harry Simu channel the other day, man. When I managed to get a word in, mate, I tried.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh man.
Oh mate, I tell you. Jesus Christ!
The other dude was on. I don't know what he was on.
Man. He was on one, man. Absolutely. But I think we're definitely going to play 3 centre backs at home to Chelsea. I'll be shocked. Who do you think is going to be?
Louise, Holden, Gabriel.
Gabriel's suspended, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, isn't he? Oh, I forgot about that.
Have we got 9 centre backs? All 3 of them fit.
Did you see people taking the piss the other day because they gave me suspended for his birthday? His birthday. We got suspended against Everton. They said, "Nah, man, this guy done it deliberately, man."
Oh wait, can you still play them? You can play them, right?
No, he's suspended. He's suspended.
So what? You didn't get a straight red though.
Is it still? It's still free though, isn't it? It's got to be free game ban, isn't it?
No, because he did it. He only got what? He got what? 2 yellows in the Southampton game. So he missed the Everton. So he should be back. He should be back for Chelsea. He should be. So that's a little bit of hope there. We'll knock the goals down, maybe a wee bit, but who knows? Yeah, he probably got 4. I don't know actually.
No,
I don't know about that, bro.
If he goes 4 in the back, I hope to Chelsea, he's gonna get crucified, man.
Yeah, well,
especially if Chilwell and Reece James are playing. No, that's not smart, bruv. I'm telling you, he needs to go 3
I'm not saying be able to go for it. I'm just saying, I think, and let's be honest, Arteta's not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Right, you're right. The one guy to put in the chat, he's right. He should be back, apparently.
Yeah, I figured, exactly, because he's got 2 in the Southampton.
Right. Yeah.
I think, he's starting to look a bit now,
Ross, you think he's gonna play a flat back 4 against Chelsea at home?
I don't know, mate. Have we got centre backs? We got Holding.
It's going to be Holding, Louise, and I think he'll play Tierney.
Gabriel.
Gabriel. Sorry.
Gabriel's okay for the game, is he? I thought he was.
Someone to put in the chat, Ross. It's big up to Vixo FN. Yeah, I think he said this because he got 2 yellow cards. There's 1 game in it.
He missed Everton, remember?
I thought it was immediately a free game back.
I did. Well done.
Right. Oh, sweet. That's a result then. I don't want to see Kolasinac playing centre back like he did against.
Oh no, I hate him.
And I want to see.
Why play Kolasinac when you've got Saliba? You won't give Saliba a game, but you'll give Kolasinac a game at centre back.
Or even Murray or Chambers. But then again, they played the under 23s the previous night. So.
Yeah, Pablo Mari, like how many warm-up games does that guy need? Like he's had 2 Europa League games, an under-23 game last Friday, and he still can't make the squad. Like the fuck? These players like made of like glass or something these days. Like, I don't know, cotton wool. I don't know.
James was fit. Just give him a go.
Yeah, he was good, didn't he?
Yeah, he was fine. That's okay. He played him as a right. Oh yeah, that's another thing. He can play right back too. So initially we got 3 right backs. Forgot.
Yeah, just let Tierney play as a bloody. Stop having him as. I don't want to see him play as a left of a 3 man. Seriously.
Yeah, I can't see anything more than like a 5-0 hammering. I'll be honest with you. I know that sounds a bit harsh, but
Sorry, I just saw Russ's comment at the bottom. Go on, Russ. He's a cheap option, man. Russ, have a good one, mate. Have a good
Take
one.
care, man. Have a good Christmas.
Russ,
Jeez.
Yeah, I think Philippe's gone, man. I think he's gone, bro. I think he's gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone too.
Yeah, yourself, mate.
Yes,
Martin,
no.
Michelle, what do you guys think?
All the French guys are gone, man.
There's not many captain materials at our club, unfortunately, apart from I know who I want, and that's Tierney, but I whether he'll get it anytime.
Yeah, me too. I don't think it'll change much, though, to be fair, though.
No.
But I mean, this is something that we've been sort of going on about for the last 10 years. People say we've got no leaders, and we still haven't changed it. Like, why does it take us so long to change these things? I don't get it.
So we sell our leaders. That's the problem.
Mm.
We sell them.
Yeah,
So you look at the likes of even Van Persie, as much as people hate him,
yeah.
he was a leader out there. He was. Do you know what I mean? Fabregas, same thing, even though he's kind of kicking and screaming to leave and go Barcelona. But then he realized he fucked up and said, "Oh no, I want to come back in." And our current manager apparently filled that spot, which I'm still kind of baffed off.
All I don't like about that whole captain thing, though, it feels like someone wants to leave, and then we're basically trying to like, oh, please stay at Arsenal. We'll give you the captain's armband. That's how it feels, you know. Fabregas, Van Persie.
No, that's
I don't know.
that's
how it feels for me, which I find embarrassing.
For me, that started with Thierry Henry. I'm not gonna lie to you. That for me, that's when that started. From when Vieira left, Henry got the captaincy, yeah, and because at that point we were kind of like, okay, so what's he gonna do? Because remember, around that time, Wenger was even considering maybe he should go in it after the Champions League final. So did Thierry Henry. Then they said, all right, one more season.
Yeah.
They did one more season, and Henry's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go now. And then Wenger's like, you know what, I might stay, you know.
So right, I'm laughing at some of the comments in the chat.
Well, what happened?
You have to laugh. You can just you have to laugh at it. It's right at the bottom.
Max Aaron's replacement and Lamptey. What would you guys say? I mean, I'd take either of those guys, but
yeah, any of them. I love Max Aaron.
Get both. Get both.
That's like five. Who would you take Max Aaron's or Lamptey if you can only choose one?
Ooh, probably Lamptey. Just edges it for me.
You know, that's a tough one, man. I'll probably say I'll probably only go Max Aaron's because I've wanted him at Arsenal from probably last August.
Yeah.
I think only Lamptey because let's think about it, he's played in the Prem right now. I'm not saying Aaron's hasn't. He has.
I think it'd be a win-win. I think it'd be a win-win for both, mate. Just for the fact that But no, it's a hard choice, man. But
what's the point of loaning Ainsley Maitland-Niles?
I don't know why.
I think it's just wages that they're just trying to save every fucking penny, aren't they? That's how it sounds like to me.
Penny, man. You know? That's why they got rid of 55 staff. That's why.
The Martinez one, the Martinez one, they've really fucked themselves, Arsenal, man. Yeah. Because if they're gonna go and get a goalkeeper, irrespective of if it's January or not, you're gonna be paying more than 16 million. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
So
you're paying double of what Martinez was worth when you sold him. It's a joke. If we win, I'll donate a McDonald's to the Can I get a chicken sandwich, yeah? With the 20-piece nuggets, yeah, and the Coke. Cool.
Yeah,
what? I might as well get it in now.
So, yeah, give me the 20 nuggets with chili sauce, yeah, and a milkshake. Oh man.
Yeah, trust you.
Be happy.
You know the milkshake machine won't be working.
No. Yeah, you know.
They're probably still they're probably trying to get deliveries from bloody still at Dover, innit? Dover Priory, probably still. You know, man.
Guys, we should have that comment there. Right? I brought it up in a previous stream about when Benitez was Chelsea manager and he put Luiz as defensive central midfield. And I actually thought it really worked for him because he's not good enough to be a centre back, in my opinion. He makes too many mistakes. But actually, as defensive midfielder, I thought he played really well, especially with his passing ability. What do you guys think of that?
Yep, 4-2-3-1. Put him next to Partey. Simple as that.
It's a good shot, but it's probably about. You know the funny thing about David Luiz, right? He was linked with Arsenal before he came to us, and I can't remember when it was. I remember David Ornstein tweeted it at the time. It might have been 20. Ooh, might even have been Emery's first season or Wenger's last season.
I think it was Wenger's last season. I think.
Yeah, he was linked with Arsenal before.
And Wenger said no. Wenger's like, no.
But you know what? Ross is probably about 4 years too late, mate. 4 or 5 years too late.
Yeah, true. He's hanging, going on a bit now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you, mate. Visco, hope you're well, mate. Norwegian Guna, big up yourself. Good evening. Hope you're well.
Bring that man in your picture home.
Over Mars.
Yeah.
I missed that.
I don't think Over Mars are coming near us at the moment, mate.
Nah. He probably feels sorry for us. I was like, you know what?
Didn't he have Joe Willock? He had a brother, didn't he? He left our.
Is it Chris Willock? Is it?
Didn't he?
I'm not sure because remember one of them played for Man United as well.
Yes.
I think it is Chris. Chris plays for West Brom, I think.
Yeah.
I know one left us and he signed for Benfica.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Man United one.
You're right. I can't remember. I'm sure it's Chris Willock. I'm sure it's Chris.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Man United guy, the one that went to Benfica. I can't remember. I know it's three of them.
You, bro, if you're in Norway, hope you're well, mate.
Merry Christmas, mate.
Lucas, big up yourself, hope you're well. I used to trust Arteta with the future of this club, but Schumann, Saliba, Guendouzi and Balogun is really starting to worry me. It's exactly what I said. You know, all these young players, and not just them guys as well. You know, I don't want to lose all these guys and just to fit into Arteta's style of play. Or, you know, and what if we get, like I said, 2 years down the line and we find out the style of play isn't going to fucking work, and then now we've lost all these players. You know,
the worst one for me. I've got to say it. Whatever happens to Arteta in the next 2-3 weeks, I'm sorry, it's the Saliba one that stands out like a sore thumb.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's his son or not. I just think the way this has been handled has been appalling.
It's clearly not just his mum's died or he's not ready. That's at the start. You know, the stream that annoys me that they're not just being honest about it. Like, oh, he's not ready. How is he not ready?
Yeah, just say it. Just say it. Like
if he says that, then okay, fine. I'll rather take that than all the bullshit right now. All the secrecy, him even coming out in a video like when they're saying, "Oh, guess how many French players play for Arsenal?" Like, is it saying Saliba? Saliba's like, "You can't say me. I haven't even played yet." When he said that, I'm not gonna lie. A little glare in my eye wanted to just go, like, bro, I feel it for you right now.
It's bullshit, isn't it? Like, how's Runerson ready and all these other guys, but Saliba's not?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
You know?
No, but Matt Macy's getting a chance. He's been there for how long?
Yeah, it's baffling, mate. It's baffling.
Jeez.
Absolutely baffling.
And they didn't even sell him.
Go on out, Ryan. Is he still up? Ryan, give us a shout if you're still in the chat, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, mate, if you're still up.
Yeah, go on some scrubs to him, man.
Spencer, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well.
That's it.
If Willian scores a win on Box Day, I forgive him for all the bad performances.
No, I don't care. You got to be doing that anyway.
You should be doing it anyway. Exactly. Thank you. You should be doing it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I said about El Neni. You know, like one good game against Man United at Old Trafford doesn't mean we don't need a new signing. It just means you're not good enough because you're not consistently doing it well.
Yeah. Because you think about it, we brought back, you know what I mean? El Neni was more or less in exile, right? Arteta brings you back, but you send Guendouzi out on loan.
Yeah.
Oh man, what is going on in this football club?
Guendouzi was one of the biggest
and I'm not a fan of
Guendouzi last season.
And I'm not a fan of Guendouzi, you know. But I'm sorry to. Oh my god!
Exiled him off, but Xhaka can throw his shirt off, his armband off, tell the sports to fuck off. Get sent off plenty of times, give away penalties on the last day of the Champions League. Failed to run us time and time again. It's mental.
And tell Sky Sports that when we threw away our 2-goal lead to Watford, when they were pretty much the same, worse than us, or in a worse position than us, we were scared. Huh? When have you ever known Patrick Vieira, Thierry Henry, Van Persie, Fabregas, even Laurent bloody Koscielny, who I despise, come out and say we're scared? They have never ever said that.
Yeah.
No. That's
mental, isn't it?
Ross, I want to bring up something. You made a good point at one of your streams, 2 streams ago, I think it was, right? You're talking about Eddie and Ketia. Now you're right, and I'm old enough to remember seeing a lot of football. Right, you're not gonna remember this player, but Ross knows because Ross mentioned it on his live stream. Because when people talk about it, the under 21s, right? Yeah, you can tear it up for them and whatever, score goals, but a lot of them guys that play under 21 football, there's not many of them that you'll see play Premier League, you know, on a consistent basis over a number of years. So Ross brought up a good point. Many years, guy was tearing it up under 21s. Darren Caskey. Right, go and Google it when you get the chance. Right, Darren Caskey. He was a professional footballer, but he didn't make it to the. But everyone thought, because he's putting in performances for the under 21, old Toulon tournament back in the day. Nah, man, some of these guys don't make it, bro. As footballers, they don't. Like it's the truth. Don't let all this Eddie scored to under 21s. They're great. That's fantastic. Like, but when he puts on an Arsenal shirt, I see a completely different player.
Yeah, it's
Darren Caskey. Caskey.
Yeah, he played for Spurs, and I think he was captain of the under 21 team. Yeah. And I think they even won. Like, did they win? Like,
I think they won one.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He ended up playing like for Northampton Town or something like that.
Yeah, like he made it as a pro, but like just because you know, under 21s and being a regular for a top club in English footballs are two different animals, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, David Beckham was on the he was actually on the bench, wasn't he, for the class of '92 at United, wasn't it? It's only when he got into the United team that he kind of like was a late developer, which obviously happens, like players like Ian Wright, another late developer. I think he wasn't picked up for teams for ages, wasn't he?
Yeah, right. He broke 23, innit? Yeah, right.
I mean, even Jamie Vardy. I mean, he was
a lot of clubs.
Fleetwood Town. And he just won the Golden Boot last season for the Premier League. I mean, but there you go. Jim, you got yourself. Hope you're well. Griezmann to Arsenal. What's your thoughts on that, guys?
No.
Past it.
I think he's a prime example. You got a big move. That sometimes it's not the right fit, man. Like, as many people got to Barcelona and just bummed, man. But I never really understood that move in the first place. If I'm being totally honest with you, I think Griezmann's a good player. He's got someone. When you have someone like a Giroud playing with you, works miracles. But yeah, I didn't get the move personally in the first place. Messi and him,
too late.
Yeah.
And then they Braithwaite on top, guys.
Braithwaite, yeah.
The ship sailed on that one, isn't it? Really? What is he?
One now? Yeah, sailed. Yeah, it has. Yeah, I think it has.
I think that they want to back him in January is because apparently we have easy games: West Brom, Crystal Palace, and Newcastle. Mate,
how long?
Yeah, mate,
he did put easy games in inverted commas.
I respect you.
Yeah. I back all them teams to beat us, mate, in January. I mean, technically, apart from Man United, I think on the 30th of January, we've actually got what looks like a decent run of games. I think we've got to play Newcastle twice at home, one in the FA Cup, one in the league, West Brom, Palace, Southampton again. I can't remember who else, but it looks, if he can't win those group of games, then fucking hell, we're in big trouble. And then obviously after that, the window shuts. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but he's going to want to come to us, man, because by then we'll probably be 18th. I'm not even joking when I say this. We're absolutely in dire needs of players. And the joke thing is, hardly anyone's going to want to come to us. Because they're going to forget about Arsenal in the 90s and the early 2000s. Yeah. They're just going to talk about Arsenal from 2006 and onwards.
Yeah.
Oh, what? 4? How many FA Cups? About 4?
4.
That's
4.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
4 FA Cups, and they're just going to go back to when the fans all hound out players and hound out the board and hounded out Wenger. That's all we're known for now. That's it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes, this is a big time for too. What season was that? That's got to be a long time ago now.
It's Emery's first.
There was it.
Yeah,
That's probably
but
the best football derby I've seen in a long, long time.
yeah,
Sorry,
Be
Alan,
happy, mate. Hope you're having a good Christmas.
yeah, mate. Okay, box today.
it's gonna look like Frank Bruno. Not joking.
No.
No, the
Oh,
Wenger shit,
oh.
mate. I put my
Should've-
Twitter feed, I think, yesterday that if Wenger would have sorted out the defence, would he still be Arsenal manager now? Because I believe he probably would be, because he went 10 years and just, point blank refused to sort out the defence. Someone put a comment on there saying, you're asking the wrong question. If we didn't have a toxic fan base, he would still be manager. And it was like, and then we'd spend loads of money and we'd be challenging for the Premier League. And I was like, well, how'd you work that one out? He wouldn't sort out defence. So how'd you work that one out?
And he bought in Xhaka and Mustafi.
Yeah, exactly.
He never replaced Vieira. He never replaced the famous back five, which he didn't create. And I feel like a lot of the younger Arsenal fans don't know that.
Yeah.
They don't know that, though. I feel like some of the younger Arsenal fans don't know that. They just look at, the O2 team, double-winning team, and the Invincibles, and that's it.
The only decent defensive acquisition, I would say the best defensive acquisition he made was Sol Campbell. I wouldn't look any further than that.
Yeah, but that's because he was on a free. I said that before.
Exactly.
He got Cole on. He came through the youth system. Sol Campbell on a free. Other than that, the only really decent defenders I could think of were Torre, half decent. Lauren was half decent. And I don't rate this guy at all, but I know a lot of the fans do. Koscielny, I would say, was average at best, but a lot of people think he was decent. I didn't rate him either. But
I didn't.
I'm struggling to name another good defender he bought. I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, you're right about Koscielny. Yeah, I'm the same.
I was going to bring up someone, but it's just for Vance.
Don't say Jory. Don't say fucking Jory.
Silvestro.
Oh,
no, see, striker.
Pascal Sigon.
Oleg Luzhny.
And
no.
Sebastian Squillaci, innit? Oh my god.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Stefanovs.
Oh, Igor. No, Igor, man. Igor Stefanovs.
Fucking hell.
We made some terrible fights, man.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? When you look at all them signings, fucking hell.
Remember Joru, guys?
Yeah, Joru, yeah.
Oh, God.
I didn't know where he wanted to play. I thought he was holding mid. Then they told him centre back. I'm like, what? Oh, my goodness. Oh, God.
Unbelievable.
Gangroo, big up to Silver. Good Christmas.
I want him back as an intro. Wait, what? No.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah, we know that. That's why it's becoming so evident now. That's
he used to get away with it in the 90s, but everyone clocked what he was doing. This is the issue.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be all over Allegri if I was the Arsenal chairman.
Yeah, well, if you was the Arsenal chairman, you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I just go, there's the money. Fucking crack on. Buy you one. And I get a proper fucking manager who knew what he's doing.
Yeah, and I'm getting rid of Edu and Vinay. Arteta already knows what it is, so why?
It's mad. You've got rookies in the three most important positions of the club.
And we've been stuck like this for how many years, guys? How many years?
Vinay.
And now you want to get rookies.
Years gone by, it makes no sense. Like, I remember it was just like the chairman and there was a manager and that was it. The manager went to the chairman and said, I want this amount of money for these players. The chairman said yes or no. And that was it. Now you've got a whole fucking board of about 5 or 6 people. The board's going, oh, you want Zaha, but we're going to give you Pepe. What? I just don't get it. If that's how football clubs run, then what's the point of a manager? I don't get it.
You see with Pepe, where are you guys with him now? I have to ask you that because
get rid of him.
Some of the fire. It's just
he can't even shine against Dundalk, mate. Can't even shine against Dundalk.
Yeah, boys. Like I saw him. I watched him against Everton, and
I didn't even notice him.
I saw the highlights. I watched. I think who was giving the analysis on. It was Alan Shearer who was giving the analysis on that Arsenal game, and he's right. Like as a striker, I'll take I pay attention to strikers a lot with football in terms of what I look for. You could talk about goals and all that shit and hard work. What I look for, the two things I look for is movement and anticipation. And he's highlighting the positions where Willian or a Pepe was in terms of when we're in the attacking final third. It's not good enough, man. We taught this when you're a kid. Gamble at the back post. Don't just stay out wide. Know when to come in, know when to stay wide. Move. Do something.
Pass and move. It's like it's old school, isn't it? Pass and move. Don't stand still.
Yeah, I'm massively concerned with him, man. I'm being serious. It's not even just a case of playing him or where are you playing him in a team. I just think to myself, as an individual, you got to take more responsibility, man.
Should have bought Zaha. I'll go back to it. I've said this time and time again. Should have bought Wilfred Zaha. If they had the money to go out and get Pepe, and I know it was an installments thing, which Lille were comfortable about. But of course, the guy wasn't even worth £72 million. You just gave him an extra 30, 45 mil. So there you go. Give us to. Oh, yes. This is going to really help us. We can now buy a new training kit and all this shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything that Arsenal's trying to sell to the fans now, we gave them enough money to go and do the same thing for Nicolas Pepe, who's worth probably about 30 mil. Let's be honest, the guy's average.
Yeah, and I'm not sure he's even got it in him. And big up Kesh. I ain't spoke to Kesh for ages, but yeah, he said it. He thinks he plays like he's a street footballer. Same trick, in, out, lose the ball.
No, sorry, I'll quickly say this. Did you guys remember the Olympiacos game last season? And I'll always go back to this. And that, for me, was the biggest red flag of Pepe. And I thought, oh, my God. This guy, my boys were bantering me, telling me you bought Jorginho for more money than you should have. And I was like, nah, piss off. Then Europa League, this guy's in the corner. We need a goal. And you're taking on players. Okay, cross the ball. Nope, I'm going to go back and mess this guy up.
Very frustrating. Yeah, stupid.
I can't, nah.
Like, to me, the only defense I have of Pepe is that he doesn't fit Arteta's style of play, and that must be frustrating. However, you're not shining.
Is his style of play?
Well, just, I think Arteta has like a more slower build up, the Man City type of way, three sort of more number 10s behind the sort of front three, all that kind of stuff. Whereas Pepe's more of like a Klopp player, where or the Wenger the early days, where it's more sort of fluid and fast moving and stuff like that. But that's my only defense for him. But having said that, he doesn't shine ever. Like in terms of like the Dundalk game, he didn't even shine at all. Like he should be standing out like a sore thumb, And it seems to me like I hate the whole inverted wingers thing that Arteta's got going on. And it seems to me that we're basically wasting a £72 million player on the right wing just so he can cut in and maybe curl the odds ball in the back of the net.
Not good enough. Yeah, you can't.
And teams have worked him out from day one. They've worked him out. They're going to show him down the right. He's going to cut in, and they're going to fucking tackle him or block the shot. It's boring.
But Ross, sorry, Ryan. Ross, you make a good point, because I was watching the Everton Arsenal game, right? And obviously we know we can sit here and talk about Willian to the cows come home, but I was thinking even the second half, look, even if it's not coming from the manager, as footballers on the pitch now and you're chasing the game, I was crying out for Willian and Pepe just to switch, just even for 10, 15 minutes. Willian go on the right, Pepe come on the left. To me, it makes more sense. Try something different.
Yeah.
But it just stayed the same rigid system formation. I thought, you know what? I'm done with it, man.
I mean, even in terms of like, he'll have centre backs where he wants a left-footed centre back. So you want a left-footed centre back, but you'll have a left-footed winger on the right and a right-footed winger on the left.
Makes sense.
It makes no fucking sense, does it? But you want a left-footed centre back.
The only way it would make sense, Ross, right, is if Pepe, as I said before the start of the season, one thing I want to see him do more is actually shoot. Yeah. And he's not even doing that. Yeah, it's concerned, mate. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of outlay for a player that is just not I'm not really sure is going to actually deliver the way he's playing. But again, like they said, they made the point in it. He's not even had 5 games in a row at Arsenal, which is unbelievable.
You basically
He
got
doesn't
him.
finish a game either. He's always getting subs.
Yep. He said, there's no reason to be optimistic. It's right.
No Party, no Martinelli, no hope. I don't know if that's taking the piss out of what he said about
hope and Arsenal.
chance of winning, but
he was taking the piss. He wasn't just where he was.
Okay, cool. That's fucking lucky. Russ, pick up yourself, mate. Appreciate the subscribing, mate. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna say I don't want Russ to come out and no excuses about you talking about you taking the missus out across the shopping, mate. The shops are closed tomorrow, mate. What's the day?
Mate, I've got my 5-year-old in bed at the moment.
Yeah. Oh god, Arsenal, man. At least the game. At least there's no games on Christmas Day anyway. Jesus Christ, that really would spoil it.
Oh, don't. Because the next 24 hours is just going to be a headache because you know it's coming.
He's not going to get a chance under this manager, mate. Unfortunately,
this is the thing. Like he's already said in his press conference yesterday that he's looking to loan him out. Well, why not just put him in a squad in January? Doesn't it might make more sense? I don't get it. We're crying out for a centre back partner for Gabriel. We've got one potentially there, and loan him out. I just don't get it. I think he's almost like he's too arrogant to sort of reverse his decision. I don't get it. But
he is arrogant. I don't know why he's so arrogant. Like, you ain't done nothing. You've just been a number 2. And in your career, how many trophies have you won? An FA Cup. That's it. Like, let's be honest. That's all.
Yeah, you're right. I think you make a good point about the arrogance thing. Actually, I was, that's kind of made aware to me. He is that kind of person. To be fair.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. And you know what? I believe that. So much, because of the way he kind of shows himself, like, Mr. Non-negotiables. But have you noticed? This is why I've said this. Yeah, I've said this. I even said this on my on my channel as well on my past video. I said, look at Mikel Arteta from when he come in to when he got promoted as manager. And we all know the whole manager thing. We can talk about that a little bit later. But why has all the sound bites changed?
Yeah, pressure.
Why are you not talking the same talk you were saying as a coach? It's the same thing that Man United fans had on a social when they were going through their downward spiral.
Yeah.
After they made it permanent. When he was interim coach, Man United were flying. They were flying.
Yeah.
And then when he got permanent, I don't know if Ollie's the right guy. Do you know what I mean? It's the same thing.
It's a mess, mate.
But the thing is, Ollie has experience. And it's the thing. It may be in the Norwegian League and that. But he's got more experience than Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the truth. No matter what you did, you can get a team relegated. You get a team winning the championship, Norwegian League, whatever. You still have experience as a coach, regardless of how shit you are. If that's the case, Sam Allardyce would have never got the West Brom job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a joke. Honestly, and we got out there and took a fucking risk because he's Pep's cone boy. Why? Because if that's the case, you go to Pep Guardiola and you tempt him to leave City, which he won't. Even though my opinion, I think he's kind of finished at City. I think he's like lost motivation. But why would you sign another contract? Don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird one at City. Something is missing, definitely.
No David Silva.
Yeah.
No company. No, none of these key players that were there anymore are there, and they have to start again. This City's at the point where they have to start again.
I don't know any Man City fans, so it'd be interesting to speak to one to say, because I don't understand why Bernardo Silva's not been used more. I find that baffling, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
I do find it baffling.
What do you guys think of that comment there? Do you think Kroenke is the main reason for our downfall?
he's a lion's share of it. But to be fair, he has actually. It's not just about the money thing because he has put this. Whether people want to admit it or not or disagree with it, but he has put money in. But it's spent poorly, man, very poorly. You know, we paid a lot of money. We paid a lot of money for Aubameyang and Lacazette and Pepe and Mustafi and Xhaka and we've got money for Tierney and Gab. Like we have spent money if you really look at it. But we just haven't done it. We haven't when we're supposed to make 3 signings, we make 2. It's like it's sort of 1 step forward, 2 steps back, isn't it? It's not. We don't address all the issues on the recruitment side of it.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, mate. Like people who are still on about Kroenke spending money, it's like, well, we've got the most expensive front 3 or front 4 in the Premier League. So, and then you add to that we spent £70 million on Xhaka and Mustafi. Let that sink in for a minute. £70 million on Xhaka and Mustafi,
and they've been poor investments to be honest.
I could have bought Morris and Kante.
Yeah,
at one point.
If you sold them today, if you sold them today, what would you get for Xhaka and Mustafi? Let's say they have like 3 years left of their contract, both of them.
Well, Hertha Berlin, they're only talking about 18 million.
Yeah.
So we would have been at a loss anyway. So
15 to 18. No,
yeah.
I mean, I think he needs to show more of an interest. And something I said on my last couple of streams, is that, you know, where's Josh at the moment? We're on the brink of being in a relegation zone. Where the fuck is he?
No one.
Does he know what that means, though?
Yeah, exactly. You know, the last I heard of him was be excited. Well, we're almost getting relegated. Excited. So, you know, where the fuck are you to say what the fuck is going on? Should we sack the manager? You know, in terms of money, they have given us money, so we can't say that.
And I wouldn't get too excited, like I said earlier in the stream, Ross. I wouldn't get too excited for January.
Yeah,
because I'm not.
Vinicius Junior, the guy we were talking about, is a loan deal to the end of the season. So we're looking at loans now. So we don't even want to buy Eriksen for 12 million. We're looking at a loan deal to the end of the season for a 20-year-old, even though we won't currently play our own 20-year-olds.
That's one thing I read. That's one thing I read about Emery, man. He come out and said blatantly. I don't think the board expected him to come out and say that at the time. But he said, you know what, we ain't got no money. You only get loans in.
But this is 2 managers in a row, guys. Like, that have come out and been honest, but the difference is Mikel Arteta in the last few months has come out and just turned into Wenger.
Yeah.
Weird. And why are we looking at Vinicius Jr., right? We have Saka. Unless you're trying to get rid of Pepe, but saying that you can't use the Pepe money. Or whatever you get left from them, we'll probably get Pepe. What? Can we even get 35 mil from Pepe? Because we lost that.
I think he wants Pepe out. I think he
does.
Which is why
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too, mate. Me too. He's done nothing to make me think I want the guy to stay. I don't think he fits his style of play. But again, I think he's analysed the squad and thought there's no point trying to get rid of Mustafi, Kolasinac, these guys, because they're not going to get any money for them. Whereas Pepe can get 30 million for, Saliba can get 30 million for, Guendouzi can get 20 odd million for, or
Berlin might be interesting, which I'm a bit peed off about because, to be honest, yes, Guendouzi does have a little bit of a Adrian Rabiot about him in terms of attitude. But I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he contributed to the creativity last season where we were slowly drying up. We were slowly drying up. And then he goes and gets his ass kicked out of the team. So, yeah. Guendouzi, man.
What do you think about this? Yeah, go on, sorry. What do you think about this guy?
That's what I had to say.
Big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good Christmas. We banished one of the best playmakers of this generation for standing up for human rights. Obviously, we're talking about Ozil here. What's your thoughts on this? I mean, this is something that people have brought up again and again. And in my opinion, Ozil's done, mate.
It's a default answer, man. I don't get it, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's not the player he was at Real Madrid. He's not. And the fact is, people were saying that under Emery, bring him back. We did that, and nothing changed. It didn't get any better. Yeah, he helped create an extra couple of goals, but what we gained in offensively, we lost defensively. It made no difference. So for me, I mean, I saw Robbie Lyle, the guy with AFTV on Sky Sports the other day, saying it makes no sense. We need him on the bench minimum. Well, we've done that. Sorry, my son's calling me.
Oh, mate, go on. Yeah, I'll pick up on that. Like, Ryan, you probably saw it when we obviously lost to Man City in the cup. I saw the interview. I didn't see it at the time. I saw it. Obviously, someone retweeted it on. I think it's Football Daily.
Yeah.
What James Redknapp said, and he was spot on.
Oh yeah, I watched it live.
Yeah, he was. He's spot on. He talked about Shaqiri. He talked about Mustafi. He talked about Ozil. Yeah, he just said like, yeah, they're good. Yeah, they might be good for like 8, 12 games, maybe 2 games. Then they don't fancy it anymore, or they just throw some poor foot. Like, you can't rely. He said they're kidders. They're kidders, mate. That's what he said.
They are kidders.
Yeah,
because we see this with these Arsenal teams before, and they're throwing Mikel Arteta under the bus. I mean, Arteta's not doing any justice himself. Reasons why I want him out.
100%,
but I'm not being funny. These players are not doing anything to warrant why he should be picked all the time. They're not showing us, oh, maybe. Even all of us can be like, no, but we still want you gone. You can play well for 15 games, but what about the other rest of the 15? I mean, you're awful. I mean, like I said, Arteta had the best opportunity out of all 3 managers to get rid of Granit Xhaka, and he didn't do it.
Yeah.
That was the biggest red flag of them. That was a bigger red flag than Bellerin.
Yeah.
And I hate Bellerin. I can't stand that guy. But yeah, he decides to keep Xhaka where there's an offer on the table. He didn't do it. You can blatantly use that 18 mil and get someone in. What was that guy from where is he from? I think he's from Lille as well. That Camavinga dude. Go get him.
Ed Adwar Camavinga, was it? Yeah.
Prospect.
Yeah, that guy's a sick. That guy's a sick talent, boy.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sick talent.
We're Arsenal Football Club. We were born to do. We used to do shit like this.
You're right.
My man in the comments saying Henry is like 50, can still carry this team. You're probably right.
Probably right. Yeah.
Probably right. Do you know what I mean? Might as well go get Kevin Campbell. Tell him come. He can probably go out there and get 20 goals a season.
Yeah, KC, man. Yeah, shout out KC, man. Yeah.
Love KC, man. He's real.
But it's painful to see this, bro.
But you know what?
But man, the Ozil, to me, the Ozil thing, it does sort of jar me, and I see people do that. Hashtag Ozil, free Ozil. Come on, man. Like,
get Ozil, man.
Yeah, be honest, man. Yeah.
And look, I was one of them fans that were kind of like, all right, look, it's bad. It's bad right now. Let's just see what happens. Just bring him back in the team, see what happens. I was one of them guys that fell for it last season. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Was it last season? Season before? I think it was last season.
Yeah.
Like an idiot. I got played. I thought, what would it make sense? And now we got a party in that could probably allow Ozil to go out there and do what he wants.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's too late. But the thing is, I feel like the thing that kind of saves Ozil is the fact that where a lot of us say, oh, we want Ozil to track back. He's a flat track bully, We know that's not in his game. He never did that out of Real Madrid. And this is the thing. We want Ozil to do something different where we don't even have a DM. We don't even have players in the midfield to allow him to go out and create. That is what I will say. But also, his attitude stinks. Forget, you could do pre-assist, XG, all that crap. Pass the ball. I could give you a 30. I can give you a 30-mile through ball, whatever. But your work rate's still pants. It's still pants.
He's got better work. I saw his last social media post. Did you see it? Fucking. You know what?
What, the crying thing with the heart? I don't know if it was that.
No, it was about saying about it hurts to see the way the team's playing, but he. I thought
he's so soft, isn't it?
This guy's PR team, man. Seriously, man.
I mean, it costs to be the boss, as they say.
Oh,
right?
God. When I saw that come out today, I thought, what's he put now? Fucking hell, man. This guy. I don't know what to say anymore, man. Like, Yeah, I don't see the game. The game against Chelsea. I can't even argue a case for us to get a result.
A
I
result,
can't.
boy. This is gonna be a battering.
Their fullbacks, they've got pretty deep. They've got a decent football. I know people have their views about Chilwell. Boy, speak to some of the Leicester fans, mate. They don't speak. Not all of them speak too fondly of him.
Yeah, it's true. I was a bit surprised about that.
What was as well? He said, "Nah, man, they don't rate him, mate." I said, "Ross." He said he can't defend.
Trust me.
He's in the right at the moment, but no. Yeah, I can't see a case for not just a Chelsea game. The Brighton game is going to be difficult, man.
We
Like I
don't.
said, we haven't won. We haven't won at the Amex since they came back up about 4 years ago.
We don't beat Brighton. I remember Wenger's last season. We only won 2 away games that season.
Yeah, terrible.
2.
Yeah,
And one of them was his last game. And we got slapped by Brighton. I'll never forget, we got slapped by Brighton that season. It was like 3-1 at the Amex. I was like, am I really seeing this right now? Brighton.
And they done the double. They done the double over us last season.
Yep.
I went to that game at the Emirates, so they beat us. Freddie was the interim charge, in it. Yeah, we lost 2-1 at home to Brighton, man. We got bossed in the midfield from Aaron Moy. Can you imagine? Unbelievable.
Aaron Moy is a good player, but I know what you mean. It's Aaron Moy. Do you know what I mean? It's like getting bossed by Gravison back in the day. Remember Gravison? He's been
Thomas Gravison, yeah. And we got moved to Madrid, didn't he? Bloody hell,
he got moved to Madrid.
I don't know how that happened, man.
I don't know why Michael got sent over there, but hey, it might be the same reason. Well,
yeah, he took his chance, didn't it? But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, because it's like I said to you earlier in the stream. I know they don't want to sack him, but they're gonna have to think about it if we lose the next 2 games.
Did you see? I think it was Southampton when Eddie was in the. I think we talked on this. Eddie was in the crowd.
Yeah, and
shaking his head. He's probably thinking, "Shit, why did I say them comments?" Messi, boom, all that crap. He's such an idiot.
I can't believe he said that.
We talked about that on Rossi's stream a couple streams ago. We were reading it out. Messi, boom, this. Expect things things can't work like magic. I'm thinking, what are you talking about? Silent been on that wacky or be eating them trees, man. I don't know. What is this guy? Where did we find this guy? Yes, he used to play for us. I remember looking up to him when I was a kid. I was thinking, yeah, this guy's decent, you know. But no.
And the thing is, you know what could happen? So Giroud could score against Arsenal. And then the next game you probably have Danny Welbeck score against. Can you imagine if he scored? Fucking hell, man.
It'll be a circus. We had a Walcott score already. We've had Martinez keep a clean sheet. We've had Iwobi get an assist. We've who's next in the Premier League? Who else?
Neil Maupay is going to be licking his lips, mate.
He's been on poor form lately. He can't wait for this game.
Yeah,
the only good thing about him is Guendouzi's not here.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the only thing he's probably like a little bit annoyed at. So he can't run up in Guendouzi's face. But we know Guendouzi, he probably box him in his mouth quick.
So
probably would.
Yes, yeah. The thing is, I think 2004 was a long time ago now, man. People need to sort of kind of let part of that one to one side. We're not the same team. Football goes in different cycles, man.
I can't. Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like this is what hurts our team, our fan base at the moment. Is the fact that we can't let that go.
Yeah,
and it's like I've let that go. I've let that go a long time ago. I'm like, dude, I was a little kid when we was unbeaten. Well, not a little kid. I was probably about 10, if that. Yeah. So like, come on, man, that was such a long time ago.
Yeah,
I let it go. I did. I let it go from when, you know, we ain't won the league for over 5 years. Then it got to 10 years. Yeah. Then it got to 15 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna get worse and worse. And now we're nowhere near it. We might even be even worse than what Liverpool were in terms of a 30-year wait.
Yeah, I said
We
it. I
better
said it
hope it's not
before.
30 years.
It's been 16 years. It's been
Better hope it's
16
like
years
at
now.
least 20.
So yeah. So it could be another. It could be another 5,
Where
10
we
years.
got 4 years to hurry up. That's what I'm saying. Because look, we went from winning the league title to dropping to second, third, fourth for about a couple of years.
Yeah.
No, for a very long time.
Yeah.
Then fifth, then sixth, then back to fifth, to eighth. Now we're 15th. What the hell? Do you know what I mean? It's so bad. And I'm not even
Yeah.
counting the whole Leicester season and the 08 team. And I can't be asked. Fuck all that. I'm sorry. It's this is the
Yeah.
real.
Like I
It's
said, if
the
they
real.
lose, if they lose the next two league games, and he's still there, I would struggle to understand what's going on then.
I'm already struggling to understand right now. He should have been gone ages ago. People,
But they're gonna have to
say,
but Ryan, they're gonna have to change their mind, because you can't just say, oh, you're gonna have to look at everything in the bigger picture. You know what?
if David Dean was here, he would have sacked him after the Tottenham game. Facts.
He probably would have.
Tottenham, this is what I'm saying. The Tottenham game, he would have sacked him, because even in the Tottenham game, how are you playing the same way you played before against Mourinho on the front foot? What? Do you not know how Mourinho plays football? Have you not seen what Spurs do? They want you to do that. Look at Liverpool when they played them at Anfield games after. Yeah. And man said Liverpool score. For when the highlight already, who is it? Son just scored straight away like that.
Yeah.
Guess what? Mourinho did the same thing when we went up Old Trafford in Emery's first season. Remember when Lacazette scored and then Jesse Lingard scored straight away, 2-2. I remember that. So fans don't forget. But yet they still want to back Arteta. Based on what? An FA Cup? If you didn't win it, would you not still be saying back Arteta? Please, man.
I don't think they will. I think the FA Cup's in isolation, isn't it? Because the thing is with that, you've got it's a cup game, so effectively it was 2 games, isn't it? Like the semi-final and the final. But if you're doing it over the course of a season, then this is more than dire what we're seeing, man.
Why can't we do this? Why can't we do this in a season? Like play it like one-off games, because it is one-off for a few months. We just change venue. That's it.
Yeah.
Just basic fundamentals. Okay, we're a cup team at the moment, right? So what you do as a cup team? As a cup team, you build on that. You find the right players. You get rid of the players you do not want. You don't keep them here for another year, especially the losers that have been losers for so long. Oh, we won an FA Cup under Wenger, but you still threw him under the bus, didn't you? Same thing. Xhaka, same thing. Bellerin, same thing. Listen, I'm telling you now, Martinez was the biggest piece of that puzzle getting rid of. Because I guarantee we would not be 15th if Martinez was gone. I put my life on that. I'm not even
but you know what it is? It's like I make that reference to the I always say it because I think it's relevant. Like if you go back to the Europa League final, 8 of that starting 11 are still at the club. Now people argue to me and go, yeah, but they made the final. But I said, no disrespect, right? And this might sound a bit harsh. We played a Napoli team in the quarterfinal who didn't turn up in both legs.
True.
We played a Valencia team that wasn't the Valencia that I remember back in the early 2000s when you had people like Claudio Lopez and Gazeca Mendieta. That was the Valencia side. Trust me, they made the Champions League final. But
they did.
And then when push come to shove, people question the mentality of these players, and it's weak, and they bottled it on the biggest occasion.
And they bottled it again, right?
So they're not good enough. Like I said, Wenger's last 2 seasons, 5th, 6th, Emery 5th, last season 8th.
Do you know what? We could have even won that. Well, I don't know if we would have won it, but we could have got into that final against Atletico Madrid. But Wenger fucked up by playing Koscielny. I'll never ever forgive him for that. Well,
and he made that horrendous back. Was it the back passes? I can't remember whatever he was doing. Oh my god!
back kick. That's what I call it.
Whatever he's doing, yeah. Because you knew when we lost that home leg 1-0, it was done. The tie was done.
When Griezmann went like this to everyone, I thought,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Because there was no chance we didn't go to Madrid and win.
We should have won at home. But I said we missed the boat. We'd have won at home. All we had to do over there was get a goal. That's it. But no. This is Arsenal Football Club. We don't do that. We don't learn from getting our asses battered by Barcelona and Messi for years in the Champions League. I've said, you know what? All honesty, I'm not gonna lie. I hope we don't get Europe this season, and I'm gonna say it with my chest. And I'm gonna tell you why. I know I sound a bit effed up because of all money and all that, but no, I want the fans, even the fans that are still like, oh, we need Europe. What, to get embarrassed? No, we need to start again and not paper over with. Sorry?
We're getting relegated, mate.
Yeah, well.
Ryan, I was going to go further. I was going to say, stop buying. I mean, not being funny. I don't know about you guys. I've not bought Arsenal merchandise for a long time, man. I'm not getting no player's name on the back of my shirt.
Nah,
I don't. It's very rare you see me go on social media eulogizing about these players. Actually, I don't go on social media eulogizing about the players because why would I do it? Four FA Cups in 16 years. Come on, man.
What's that? But this is my point. It's like when we look at Wenger, like it's tough because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he was probably Arsenal's best manager," and I'm like, in my lifetime, yeah, I wasn't watching it when George Graham was around. I was too small for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least the last few years of George Graham, anyways. But I watched it when Bruce Rioch was around, anyways, and apparently I didn't really miss much. So apparently I didn't miss much at all. But it was like Emery in it. But yeah, freaking. I don't know. I mean, 3 league titles in 22 years is not good enough, man. How many FA Cups? 7. I mean,
yeah.
FA Cup, cool, but league titles. Let's be honest. I mean,
for the length of time he was here, he could have. Not saying he was bad what he got, but I reckon at least 5 league titles in there, at least minimum.
Most of some FA Cups were at a time where the other clubs didn't really care. The big clubs didn't really care about it. You know, it wasn't like winning the FA Cup back in the 90s or 80s, was it? Let's be real. It was kind of like we played Hull City, and even then we were 2-0 down. It was like. Fucking hell.
Yeah, because remember, we lost to Birmingham in the last cup final we was in. Prior to that. So a lot of people were kind of thinking, Hull might need this, you know.
Yeah. I know everybody has their sort of time when they thought Wenger should have went. But for me personally, I said that I think even if we'd have won or lost that cup final, the one against Hull, we should have went.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, you know what I mean. You got to remember that's 6 years ago. That could have helped. I'm not saying it'd been definite. Our sort of progression from where we go as a football club in trying to reach the heights where he was before, but them 6 years have been wasted, man. They've been wasted, mate.
I think the last 10 years have been wasted. I think forget the FA. If we take the FA Cup victories out of it,
12 transfer windows, mate.
Exactly. Look at the league form. The league form's been absolutely piss poor. We're never consistent. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. We start well, then when we get to around this time, we're like wobbling a little bit. January, a little bit stable. February, okay, now we start to jiggle a bit. Then we drop back into like 4th or 5th. Then we start going on a mad run, like 3-4 wins to get top 4. It's like, so did you purposely bottle it not to win the league for the last? You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. I was 14 at season 15, 10, 15, 5 seasons after. Yeah, well, this is it.
Trust the process.
Trust what process, please?
No, there's no process, mate. That's the process we've been following for like the last 10, 14 years. It's bullshit. It's just forward to go, just accept what we're giving you and give us your money. Sort of thing. That's what it feels like to me.
Processes. Be an Arsenal fan. That's a process.
What do you guys think about this comment? I saw you put it in this twice. Do you think Smith Rowe's good enough on what you've seen, or do you need to see more?
No, I see a lot. Needs to see a lot more. He's not played enough. I've not seen him enough in the Arsenal shirt for the last year, 18 months, to be honest. So no, he needs to play more.
Emery was giving him more of a chance.
Yeah, he was.
On loan. That's the joke. Emery still needed to go. Don't get it twisted, but Emery gave him more of a chance. Emery gave Saka a chance. If it weren't for Emery, we didn't even known about Saka. He probably would have been another gem we would have mishandled and misused and saw get sold off to Liverpool or Man United or something shit like that.
100%.
You know what I mean? But is Smith Rowe good enough? Yeah, like Albert says, I need to see more. From what I've seen, he's a bright talent.
Prospect,
Bright talent. You know, don't want to put him in a Jack Wilshere category in terms of he's got something, he does. But last time I got hyped about Jack Wilshere, we know what happened to them. And I
think I've seen a lot more people, I would say, in the fan base. Sorry, in regards to this comment by Vizzo F9, is I think some fans are probably at a point where, you know what, he ain't good enough.
No,
I don't want to see any more of him. It's true, like it sounds harsh, but that's where some fans are at with Reece Nelson. To be honest,
no, we need to be.
I don't think he's good enough. I think he needs to be loaned out or sold. I can't see if he's good enough.
Give it to Palace. I think Roy Hodgson can get something out of him.
Well, that's where it was rumored before the start of the season, but I don't know what happened.
But I'll take that job.
Ross, here you go, mate.
I think what we should do.
$8 million, that'll do me.
Trust, I'll be your backroom staff, mate. 100%.
Mate,
Albert,
you're both hired, mate. You're both hired, 100%.
Albert, your assistant, yeah. You do a better job than Steve Round, I'll tell you that.
Or that guy that's sitting the guy that's sitting next to Arteta who's got the earphones in. Fucking what the hell?
What's he listening to?
Exactly.
I want to know.
Gunnosaurus is on like 80 grand apparently. I'll fucking do that job. 80 grand a year to do that. If that's true.
Yeah, for real.
Guys, I want to wrap this up because it's gone on for 2 hours. I want to say a massive thank you to coming on, especially at such short notice. Getting a bit pissed on this, I'm not going to lie.
I saw you back now, but I didn't want to say anything.
Merry Christmas to you guys. Sorry,
Merry Christmas to you, man.
I heard him calling for me and that, so I better dash off before he
cool.
Thanks for coming on at such short notice. Tell the guys where they can find you. A couple of guys have already subscribed to you guys.
Yeah, nice one, man. Yeah, for the people that have done that. Nice one. Go on, Ryan. You go first, bro.
I'm on Twitter, RJ Wills. Very controversial as I keep it. I let my opinions out. Also, my YouTube channel, Ryan Williams AFC. Subscribe to your boy. And, of course, follow the Amigos. Albert?
Yeah, nice one. Now, guys. Yeah, thanks for having me on again, Ross, man. Late one, man. Jesus, busy guy. But no, thanks for having me on. But yeah, Albert JTV, Twitter handles on the screen at AUMO57. Subscribe to the channel and support my Arsenal brothers as well, man. Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Really appreciate it, and hope you have a great Christmas. If you are around tomorrow about 11:30, you're still up and you're bored, whatever. Going to try and do another stream at 11:30 until I get my son goes back on Boxing Day, sort of about midday-ish. So, if you're around, that'd be cool to do another stream and talk about more shit about Arsenal and how we're going to get fucking legged and bummed about it. Yeah, I'm down, bro. For all you guys in the chat, for all you guys in the chat, big up yourselves. Have a great Christmas. And thanks for tuning in so late and stuff like that. And if you are new and you haven't seen my stream before, Ryan and Albert, and share the content around. Helps us all build up our channels, and we much appreciate that. So big love to you all. Have a great Christmas, and until tomorrow, there'll be another stream at 11:30 tonight. Hopefully these guys will join me. If not, I'll be there on my own. But until then, have a great Christmas, guys. I'll see you next time. Cheers, bro. Merry Christmas.